Hey guys, this is Andy with Troglodyne and here with George as always. Today we're going to talk about a colorful topic, clickbait headline, putting vault doors on crack houses. And we're not talking about Hunter Biden, so first off,
Yeah, just
cool your jets.
yeah, content warning there, right? Don't want us to get banned on Twitter. Anyways, so this phrase sort of came to me when I was busy testing some things, and in particular, it was a very early prototype of a certain thing, and they were like, "Well, why haven't you security tested this, or why haven't you X tested some kind of very complicated and large amounts of effort to do thing?" And it's one of those things. You do understand the stage I am here in the process. That's literally putting a vault door on a crack house. You're trying to secure something that has no value whatsoever. Okay, I didn't really want to like dunk on them that bad, but it was they weren't getting the message, and it seems like that finally got it through to them that, oh, okay, now I get it. This idea that I am expending huge amounts of effort trying to avoid loss in something that's worthless. And I see this behavior all the time, repeatedly in organizations and in people's personal lives and things like that. It's just a very
Right.
common thing.
In many ways, it's a form of magical thinking, very much akin to waving a dead chicken, something like that, where you want this security practice at all times, all over the place,
Yeah.
just because, well, that's what we do, and we shake enough incense at it, and its machine spirit will now be safe.
Yeah. We all want these high standards, and we have this vision of ourselves as keeping these high standards, when the reality is, you go to the fried chicken joint that hasn't changed its grease in 2 days, and you eat that chicken just fine.
Yeah.
The fact is, your standards are not really as tight as you actually think they are. Most software, if you actually knew how the sausage was made, you would be like, oh.
Well, I mean, right, and that's why on the other hand,
It's like,
we
I don't
don't
use online banking,
Yeah, yeah.
because I've written software and I've tested software. Are you sure you want to trust your money to that stuff, man?
Where
But
even the vault door isn't enough for that crack house.
yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of it, I've seen this sort of behavior with regard to people trying to grow their business or their own personal reputation or their brand. I, in fact, am a huge victim of this, in that I did not get on social media. I didn't try to build influence. I didn't try to build a following until very recently. And it was, I think, for many years motivated by this sort of fear of loss mindset, because it's sort of like, well, I don't want to get in any trouble because of my social media sort of things. But the more I've looked around, the more it's like, no, actually, this stuff really helps you, because it's more like, well, people are going to know what you're all about. They're going to realize you're a known quantity. And at the end of the day, the reason most people don't actually do a social media is because they're actually boring. Okay. And that, I'll dead up admit to that. That was kind of the problem with regard to not having much of a social media presence, was, there just wasn't much to talk about. I was plugging away and learning my craft and doing all that kind of stuff.
Right, but there's definitely something to how the situations that you put yourself in provide the pressure necessary to become that which the pressure is moving you towards.
Yeah, exactly. Getting me out of that kind of comfort zone there has really helped me, in that it has made me realize, yeah, I do regularly need to do exciting things, not just for building my following and keeping interest and things like that, but just because that's fun. It's good things to do as a human being and stuff, right? You can't just be the Hephaestus toiling in the forges 24 hours a day. And really get where you want to in life. Even though, yes, that can get you some great skills and really accelerate your progress and get your income way up. But, at this point in my life and a lot of people's lives, after they've been, 10, 20 years in working, you start to ask, well, what else is there, so.
Yeah. So instead of putting that vault door on even your own life, that sort of thing, when it has no value,
Yeah.
why are you worried about that?
Yeah, instead, build value first. Yes, eventually you will have to put a vault door on that stuff, because it will actually be valuable. But it's kind of like premature optimization. You don't need to put these sort of protections in place until you actually need them, because the fact is nobody's going to try and burgle something that is just not worth it, right?
Well, and it's been said several times as well that an imperfect plan executed well always turns out better than a perfect plan never executed.
Yeah.
So that kind of goes to the heart of why premature optimization is a problem, even when it's security or anything like that.
Yeah, because ultimately it's the opportunity cost involved there of what are the features you could have implemented and what are the customers you could have delighted in that time that you spent trying to make this perfect instead of good enough.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed our short discussion here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with a TCMS update, and we'll see you later. Hit that like and subscribe, guys. Bye.